Hey everybody, this is Jesse P. Gilmore, agency transformation coach and founder of Niche in Control, creator of Leverage for Growth.
And I'm Lucas James, founder of Twiz.io, which scaled from $0 to $200,000 a month with my own agency.
We are the hosts of Leverage for Growth podcast agency leverage episodes. We know that in order to scale your agency successfully, there are multiple shifts that need to happen within the founder's mindsets, skill sets, and leadership styles. We are on a mission to interview marketing and PR agency owners on their journey to 6, 7, and 8 figures and leverage the lessons from their journey to save you time, energy, and money in order for you to get your agency to the next level. If you find value in these episodes, watch the case study video to learn more about Leverage for Growth and how we successfully scale agencies quickly at nicheincontrol.com/case study. That's nicheincontrol.com/case study. You are now listening to Leverage for Growth. Hey everybody, this is Jesse P. Gilmore, founder of Niche in Control and creator of Leverage for Growth. Welcome to the Agency Leverage Edition. Today I am here with Parth Patel, founder of Growception, a digital marketing and IT solution services agency that prioritizes client success in business and in life by building strong business relationships and promoting growth and profitability. Thanks for coming to our show today.
Thank you so much, Jesse. That's a cool intro, by the way. Thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about the history and background of your agency?
Absolutely. So Growception is a combination of two words, growth and inception. So basically what we do is we multiply the growth using technology and digital marketing. So I started this agency in 2020. I came to this country in the US in 2015 as a student, studied in second largest university in the US, UCF, Go Knights. And I also started understanding how the consumer behave on certain things, right? So specifically understanding the consumer behavior in the US market. And that's how I started working into marketing. So I was doing it for so long. That's the one thing, there are a lot of times people think that, okay, I don't know what I want to do. So even when they are 70, 80, they still work as an Uber driver. They still work in a supermarket or somewhere else. They hate their job. Even sometimes doctors too, right? But with me, I think I knew from day one, I like the trade. So I like to provide solution, bring value and make money out of it or get something out of it, right? So I always enjoy that trade. So that's how I started. So in 2020, I became a permanent resident in the US. We started Growception in April 2020. And yeah, that's how we started. We got our first client, a major service-based company based in Orlando, but they have more than a couple hundred franchises. So we got them as a client, started working out good. And that's how we started Growception.
Awesome. And before we started recording, you had talked about owning multiple businesses. Have you always known that you were going to be an entrepreneur, or was that something you kind of stumbled upon?
I think so. It's something that's in the blood, I would say. So I started my first business when I was 9 or 10 years old. As far as I remember, I used to sell Indian spices back in India. Used to get it from farmers. Me and my mom used to pack it home with candles. Literally, we used to weigh them 500 grams and 1 kilo, pack it home and sell it to neighbors, local businesses, try to negotiate over 5 rupees, which is like 5 cents or 8 cents nowadays, right? So I used to sell since that age. I have done Indian spices, Indian woman dresses, a lot of seasonal food items back in India, farming, like wheat trading. So we have farms, like my family, not my immediate family, but someone whom I know, they used to have farms of wheat. So I used to get it from like a truckload of wheat from them at no cost. Means I wouldn't pay them unless I sell them. And then I used to sell back in India. So that's what, I started looking into and started attending meetings with my dad where he used to flip lands back in India. So in real estate, understood how he negotiates, how he deliver value, how he explains why this is the right price instead of that one, how it makes sense, how it doesn't make sense, and a lot of other stuff. So I love that trade. So that's how I started. So I knew from day one, I'll start a big enterprise, and I will. I have a company called PBP Group. Now I have 7, 8 different businesses in different industries, from construction, marketing, IT solutions, hospitality, vitamins, so medical we have good amount of solutions, and I also invested in some of the VC world. So uh, I also invested in some of the startups as an investor, as an angel. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's going good. And the good thing is I'm a quick learner when it comes to
Yeah.
learning or understanding, right? It's been 7 years since I'm in this country, US, right? I did not know how to speak English when I came here in 2015. So I completed my high school in my language, came here and started working and started learning, going to school and understanding this, like, how human thinks and stuff. And it's going good from there on.
That's awesome, man. And what kind of led you towards the creation of the agency, Growception? Like, what did you know exactly that an agency was kind of what you were wanting to create, or did you kind of stumble upon it when it came to like,
So yeah, I think when I was in college, I have met a lot of people who were not understanding the real things that they can do using internet, right?
Yeah.
Even after 20 years of discovering internet, they didn't know how to use it, especially small and medium-sized enterprises. Some were doing it, but at certain scale, they were not doing it the right way, which can make them money or make them towards profitability, right? Means I always came across an idea that brick and mortar business is great, but if you can leverage internet on top of the brick and mortar business, that's where you're going to make more value, right? If someone has a liquor store, guess what? There is 5 different liquor stores in 10-mile radius. So your customer base is limited. You can always serve to limited businesses. But if you go online, now your consumer base is whole US market, right? So I always try to find a way that how can we leverage internet and social media for brand awareness. So branding by building value by creating the real brand and using technology to leverage your services or your product. That was the thing. So I knew that I'm going to use this too to build companies and help out different companies as well. I didn't know what industry I'll focus in, but as I started getting clients on all the different kind of industry, and I like the challenge. So my team enjoys it. We have customers in almost all the industries that you can imagine, including mining, which doesn't happen that frequently. In mining, it's tough to do business, but we have done it in before. So
it seems like you like to lean into challenges. Everything that you described so far is kind of leaning into a challenge and kind of working on yourself and continuously learning, and that's something that I'm hearing a lot of.
Yes, sir. I get bored. If you give me a task to do multiple times, same task, I'll either find someone to do it for me or automate that. That's if I cannot automate it, then I'll find someone to do it for me. Because I will get bored if you give me 9 to 5 job, to be honest with you. You can call me 2 a.m. and ask me a question regarding to business, I'll answer it. That's how I that's how my brain works. If I walk into a restaurant, I have a different lens. Even if I walk in as a consumer, I always try to think, how can I make this better? What is the one thing that I love about this business? And what is the 3 things that I can improve in this business if I'm the owner? So always having that mindset and that different lens to see businesses is my thing. So I enjoy doing it.
And for anybody that's listening right now, what would be some kind of like maybe 1 or 2 advices or tips that you'd give somebody that's maybe earlier in the journey when it comes to agencies or even entrepreneurship? Maybe some advice that would give them either a shortcut or save them time, energy, or money?
Absolutely. So number 1, there are a lot of people who gain value from courses. I do see it's valuable for sure, but only buy if you're going to finish it. That's the first thing. There are a lot of gurus out there. I don't know whom to trust, who not to trust. That's a tough question. Most of the gurus who make money they're making money out of selling the course, not by building business. So you have to filter out whom you're going to do business with, right? That's the first thing. The second thing will be find a niche. I haven't found a niche yet, right? Means I have some industry that I work really well in. And I like to focus on that, but I don't have one niche. That doesn't mean that everyone can work in different markets. If you have one niche, now you have a goal and you can also do business in that one small market. So I think finding a niche is a great way to start out. The third thing is if you're not sure how to do it or what to do, go find someone who have done it. Send them a simple email. A lot of people make mistakes, even in this country and all the country around the world, right? When I was a kid, my parents wanted me to become a doctor or an engineer. I'm an Indian. I'm an Indian, right? So either become an engineer or a doctor. That's the only option they gave us. But the thing is that a lot of time parents don't understand. Parents don't understand that this is what you have to do. You have to go and shadow people, right? Uh, that's what I told my younger brother. He took commerce instead of science. So I went to science stream, tried to learn engineering. Can I become an engineer? I think yes. Will it be a good engineer or a great engineer? Maybe not, right? So I'm a business kid. Then I moved to business and I did it. But I saved time for my brother, my younger one. I told him, I'm like, go and shadow people. If you want to be a doctor, guess what? There is hundreds of doctors out there. If you want to be a dentist, you don't have to go to PA school. You don't have to study biology before you understand what the duties will be. Because once you start a trade, means once you start learning in one industry, guess what? If you become a dentist for a good amount of time, 40 to 60 years of your life, you have to do that work every single day. If you hate doing it, then why would you spend 6 years or 8 years studying that? Right? Same thing with business. If you think this is a sexy business to be in by owning a gas station or by owning a motel, guess what? Go and shadow someone. Tell them, I don't want salary. Let me pay you $100. What I want to do is simple thing. I'll look at you all day. You do your work. If you need some help, I'll help you. But you do your work. I just want to observe you, what you're doing right now. And after one day, at the end of the day, you give me 15 minutes of your time. Ask a really simple question. What is the one thing that you hate about this job? What is the one thing that you like about this job? How much do you get paid? Are you satisfied? Why not? And then determine. If you think you can do that work for 40 years of your life, guess what? You found that trade. But what a lot of people get mistaken is, my friend is becoming an engineer. I want to be an engineer. Or what parents are even doing this, especially in Asian countries, right? That my friend's son is an IT engineer. I want my kid to be an IT engineer so he can make money. Is a side product, right? If I enjoy what I do, I'll make money. I do it all day long, right? People will pay me good money just because I know what I'm doing. But guess what? You have to find it that what you're going to love to do, right? If you want to be a chef, go and shadow a chef for free. Tell them, I don't want to get paid. I don't want no internship. I will pay you $100 to save me 5 years of my life. Right. So I think finding a niche market will be a great thing. Shadowing companies or agencies. If you're trying to start a social media marketing agency, guess what? There is one on every 4 corners, I would say. In Orlando, there might be more than 100 agencies, right? Why would someone start an agency now? Why would someone have to work with you? What values are you providing that no one else can? Social media content creation, guess what? There is a software out there who can create content now better than a human, right? In some cases. So you have to understand what you're leveraging, what your worth is, right? And that's how you can capitalize it on. So I think finding the right market is the best thing, and shadowing people. That's where you're going to learn a lot.
Oh, I love this conversation. So with Growception, what are you excited about? What are you working on? What are you excited about in the next 1 to 3 years?
So we have pivoted a lot from day one to now. We used to do social media marketing a lot. We don't do it anymore. We think anyone can do it. That's what we think, to be honest with you. And the best person to do the social media marketing for any company is their employees. Because I might not understand what is the best selling dish in your restaurant, but you know it. So guess what? You can give me an idea and team can create a content, but that's not a task to capitalize on. That doesn't provide the best value out there. So Growception has pivoted from just doing social media marketing. Now we are more into branding, website design. I know some website designers who design website for $50. I know someone who charge $100,000, right? So it's all about building value, right? So what we do now is we pivoted from a low economy website marketing agency to more in the upper middle scale, right? So we like to, now we don't just build a website based on customers' requirement. What we do is we understand what the business is, who their customers will be, and what will they look for when they come on the website. What are they expecting? Because 99.99% of time, for a business owner, his business is the best. He knows what he's doing, but guess what? They never put themselves in the shoe of a customer. That's where they make a mistake. So that's one expertise that we have built in our team, and we have pivoted towards that side. We also started building softwares. We built one of our own software that's selling really well, providing in hospitality industry services. We pivoted into payment processing. So now we have partnership with the banks. So we legally do payment processing in different businesses. So if a customer walks in, now we can provide not only them social media marketing or website development or IT solutions, but we can also help them with payment processing to accept payments and stuff like that. We are working on starting a lending business as well really soon. So all that things, right? But I learned it from digital marketing agency, right? So in 1 or 2 years, we are looking ourselves at developing more products, I would say. We're going to go more towards product-based. And we don't want to work with 100 customers a month. We just want to work with 3, right? But we want to make sure the 3 we work with, they get the best value out of our services.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we are pivoting towards. So 3 years from now, I think Growception will have more and more products, which will help small and medium-sized enterprise or consumers to grow their business on rapidly.
Awesome, man. Well, what is the best way for people to either get in touch with you, or do you have any offers that they could take advantage
of? They can easily go to growception.com, look at our website. If you think we can help you building your brand, we might not be the cheapest one in the market, which I already know. We are not the most expensive one in the market, but if you are solid in your business, means if you are determined, then we can definitely help you to scale. Absolutely, for sure. And the one thing that puts us aside, or our uniqueness, is we offer unlimited revision. So until the client is satisfied, we know our work. And this is the one thing that my team knows. And that's the one question I ask myself almost all the time. Am I proud of my work? So let's say if my design team created a design, my question for my team member will be, are you proud of it? Can you go out and tell 10 people, this is what I have designed? If you're ashamed of it, guess what? You have to redo it. So we want to build something which we can be proudly say, this is our product, this is our work, right? So if any one of you guys are interested in learning more about branding or software development or IT solutions, they can easily go to growception.com, reach out to me. If there is a company out there who have a startup, great plan, great product, and they are looking for seed fundraising, then we might be able to offer that as well. We have done it multiple times in past 1 year. And I would like to do more in future as well, if the product makes sense, right? So we also offer that as well. So seed funding is something that we are highly into, right? Like nowadays as well. So yeah, if you are one of them who wants to change the world and disrupt any industry, give us a call. Let's talk.
Awesome. Well, for everybody, the link to Growception will be in the show notes. And I just want to thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Hopefully your viewers get some knowledge out of this and they gain big value out of it.
Agency owners, if you want to transform your agency to sustain and grow without your direct involvement, where you can stop working in the business and switch to working on the business, where you can regain control of your time, delegate effectively, get paid what you're worth, and have your team run the day-to-day, go to nicheincontrol.com/case study right now to learn more about Leverage for Growth. You can book a free strategy session with us to look at your systems, understand what needs to be done in order for you to scale, and get a free strategic plan for the next year to live the life of entrepreneurship that you've always dreamed about. Go to nicheincontrol.com/case study. That is nicheincontrol.com/case study now.